I must be the troll. I look like a troll? I look like a troll?
That's ironic.
Huh? Well, I'm just trying to talk to these protesters and find out why Trump is racist, but not one of them has been able to explain why.
Could it be because...
I would like to hear why Trump is racist other than the hearsay. I don't know. I was just told I'm not safe out here, so no offense, but I'm not going to eat your cookies.
You can have them.
So do you don't like Donald Trump, ma'am?
They
You like Donald Trump?
Walnuts and cranberries and white chocolate.
Well, because he doesn't hate you. Why does he hate you? Because you're a woman. How does he hate women? What has he done that shows he hates women? He just put a woman as his top advisor. Have you ever heard of Kellyanne Conway? Do you know about his daughter Ivanka?
Turn around. Turn around. Everybody
turn around. I want my message to be heard from everyone except those that are smarter than me.
Don't feed the troll.
This is a new one.
Don't feed the troll.
Don't feed the troll. Don't feed the troll. This is a new one. Hi, how are you?
Thank you very much.
You guys InfoWars fans?
Well, we're here for the inauguration, so we're here for the new president.
Oh, man. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll do the dirty work for you. I'll talk to these people. We'll try to find out why Trump is racist. I haven't figured it out yet. Still haven't heard one reason how Trump is racist.
His federal lawsuits when in housing.
What's that?
His federal lawsuits in housing.
People to explain everything to you.
Because why don't you know it yourself?
Can you not say it for you because you're not about love?
The funny thing is, if you knew who I was, you would have no idea what you're saying right now.
Wait,
Like, why is it my job to explain to you things? Why can't
No,
you
no,
look it up
because
yourself?
here's the
Why
irony.
can't you find
Here's the
out?
irony. He's not racist. That's the irony. That's why you can't explain
You
it.
tell me
That's
why
why you can't explain it.
No, here's the thing. You don't know the word irony.
You're the one making the
I
claim.
don't
The burden
know
of proof is on you guys.
Me?
So
I don't know Donald Trump. I'd love to know Donald Trump. That's a fair point. Hey, this man actually makes a fair point. I'll accept that point. That's the first fair
but
point
can you
I
tell
made.
That like really raises your credibility as a man speaking to me right now. Like I feel so humble talking to you because you're wearing a fucking Pepe sticker. Like
what's wrong with Pepe?
It stands for...
Yeah,
Are you guys offended by a cartoon frog?
I'm really triggered.
Yeah, I'm really triggered.
Yeah,
I see.
That's what it is.
I can tell.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm capturing it all.
Thank you.
You're really getting
Hey, look.
my SJW ass.
But
Good
look,
job, buddy.
hold on a second. You still haven't given one reason why you don't like Trump. You haven't said any policy.
How old are you?
What difference does that make? How old are you?
Like, why are you hassling two young girls? Like, what's your fucking problem?
Hold on. You're out here protesting Donald Trump. You have a message. You want people to hear it. And then when I'm having a conversation with you, trying to understand your message, you don't want to hear. You don't want to listen.
He supports the KKK.
Wrong.
He sexually assaulted
Wrong.
women.
Wrong.
Shut the fuck up and let me speak. Wait,
Prove it.
How are you wrong?
Prove it. Prove it.
You prove it.
Say the lawsuit. Tell me the lawsuit of Donald Trump where he sexually assaulted a woman. Name the lawsuit.
Do you know how
Name
sexual
one
assault is
lawsuit.
treated in the court? Rapists get away every
You have no
fucking
lawsuits.
day.
All right, so you have no lawsuits. Can you name one instance where he's associated with the KKK?
Well, the fact that the David Duke like promoted him.
He disavowed David Duke 500 times.
Yeah, the fact that David Duke supports him in the first place, that's a really big fucking
So
deal,
Donald
buddy.
Trump is supposed to be responsible for everyone in America all of a sudden.
I'm just saying.
And they all fell through. They all fell through. And they all fell through. They all fell through.
Confirmation bias.
That's what. Oh my God! This is perfect. They are having the confirmation bias right now.
Have you heard the when he was? I don't want your camera in my face. And
All right. Well, don't you have a message though?
Just your camera out of my face.
Well, why are you protesting then?
You do not have permission.
Why are you protesting?
Actually, I do have permission.
You don't need permission.
Yeah, I don't need permission. You're on public property. You're on public property. But how come you're protesting, but when there's media here to cover your protest, you don't want your message out? Why is that?
What do you represent?
I represent truth. I represent truth.
Okay, why don't you read Nietzsche and then you'll see what truth actually is.
August!
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
So what specifically do you mean? What are you worried about, as you said, as a gay man? What is Trump going to do to you as a gay man?
Well, that was in reference to the upcoming June LA, LGBT march. But in reference to, today was the Not My President's Day march, and because many of us do agree. And if you're looking at all these protests that are happening, you see thousands and thousands. I look back at the inauguration day march. And they were expected to be 50 to 100,000 people in Los Angeles.
I want to be
750,000.
But I want to bring you back to the point that I asked about a couple of times. So Trump, I think, released a letter today saying that all the protections for gay workers in place. He's going to keep, late January, I guess, he's going to keep in place. So what, I mean, I often people say, you know, I'm worried as a gay man about Trump, but what specifically does that mean? What are you worried about? What executive orders has he said he's going to put through that are going to hurt you as a gay man?
Mike Pence's thoughts are very well known in regards to the LGBT community, and there was an initial report where Trump...
Look, you threw this out there, so I think it's fair for me to press you.
Honestly, I feel like Trump isn't even the president either, and it's very well known in reference to, you know, if you look at his cabinet, Trump's throwing a potential re-election. No, because he is on that platform to speak for said presidency. You know, he's in Florida this past week and beginning a re-election campaign. Well, Mike Pence, as much as I disagree with the man, is actually doing presidential things and, you know, overseas. He's meeting with you two, talking about, you know, the AIDS.
Pence was the bad one, but now he's the good one?
You're twisting my words.
I'm not. You just said, and I'm trying to be fair with you. You just said that you don't think you're protesting Trump because you're afraid of what he's going to do, particularly, as you said, as a gay man. I asked you, what is he going to do to you as a gay man? Well, nothing really, but Mike Pence will, because Trump's not the real president.
My being gay is not the point of this. It was in reference to an upcoming protest. Yes, I did. You know, I did. And if I was a woman, I'd mention how I was at, you know, the women's protest.
But you're not a woman, so let's get back to the point that you made. What are you talking about? Because there are gay people watching and they're thinking, holy smokes, what's Trump going to do to me? What's Trump going to do to you as a gay man? I mean, that's an honest question. What's the answer?
It's well known that there was potential legislation out there. There was a leaked report.
But he doesn't pass legislation.
And it was covered by the media.
He's not the Congress. And he put a letter out disputing.
There was a potential executive order, Tucker.
But he said, I'm not going to
Do you want to talk about the actual Not My President's Day protest, or are we just going to go off on a tangent on...
It's not a tangent, Shane. You brought
I made an off-the-cuff remark about my being a gay man.
Okay.
And I feel like I've been talking more about that than the actual protest itself. So if we want to get back to talking about the protest, I'm more than happy to. Look,
I asked you why you were protesting. You said there are a bunch of reasons. Here's one of them. I said, I hear this a lot from people who, of goodwill, who say, you know, I'm gay and I'm worried about President Trump. And you brought it up. And so I said, in what way?
But I also mentioned the tax day protests, and we seem to kind of want to pigeonhole away from Trump's taxes, which have still not been released. Still not been released. And I also mentioned that as one of the upcoming protests, and you're completely deviating. You're picking on one specific thing that I said.
I'm making the mistake of taking it seriously.
I'm glad you find this funny, because I don't particularly.
Which I will never do again, I can promise you that.
You are an illegal immigrant.
We were born here.
This land from Native Americans.
We conquered it. We were born here.
Conquered it, and guess what? When you try to conquer my people's land, your heads got cut off. And now look at my people in Haiti. You guys starved my people. So
The Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation stole millions from Haiti.
Why are you making this a race thing?
Good.
Why am I making this a race thing?
You're a hell of a lot better than you. Over here trying to build a wall to keep out illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
You were the first illegal immigrant.
Look, I was born here. You're talking about me. Is it because I'm white? Is it because I'm white? I'm part white, I'm part Filipino. Is it because I'm white? You want to see my DNA test? I'm part white.
You haven't learned anything from your Filipino side. That's really a shame.
Well, that's not you're not making an argument. I mean, that's still not an argument.
So what's your argument? What's your proposal to make this better for people of color?
My proposal, did you know that actually the people who are most displaced out of work by illegal immigrants is African Americans? It's African Americans and illegal immigrants. So if we were to well, it's true. If we were to restrict illegal immigration,
I know my history. I know about my background. I know what's going on in America that's going against me. And you don't see that you have a privilege, and that's a problem.
well, I'm talking about the statistics of it. That's not an argument. That's not an argument.
Men like you do not see that you have a privilege
That's
and a right, and that society is set up for you.
That's not an argument.
So that's what the problem is.
No, this is not. None of this is an argument.
Yeah, see?
It's easier for minorities to get jobs.
No, you're in a public space.
Do you understand what white privilege is?
What is your definition of it?
I asked you.
I don't believe that white privilege really is a thing that impacts society.
You don't believe in statistics?
Well, that's not what I said.
You don't believe in statistics?
What statistics back up the idea of white privilege?
Of systematic oppression?
What are your statistics? You're talking about statistics. What do you want to talk about?
We talked about this last night. I wrote in to tell you.
What statistics?
Statistics shows that black people are more likely to be stopped and frisked on the street. Black people are more likely to be killed. Black people are more likely to be convicted. Black people are more likely to be put in jail for the rest of their lives.
And you know where we could agree is that we should reform drug laws.
I'm not. Don't get into that. What I'm saying is,
But I'm trying to find common ground with you. I mean, we could solve a lot of the incarceration. I'm saying we can.
You understand the problems, and you think it's funny, and that's the problem.
No, I want to reform the drug laws.
No, you don't. You're being
You guys aren't listening to me. You guys aren't listening to
Where
us.
my mind is, we would never find common ground. We would never be equal.
We wouldn't. You don't want to decriminalize marijuana?
Guess what? The knowledge I have, you would never have. You are willfully ignorant.
Why do you associate drugs with black people?
Because the majority of people who are convicted on possession charges are African American. A disproportionate amount.
Those are the ones that get picked on the most. Those are the ones that get stopped.
I said convicted. I said convicted. Yeah.
But I know you probably smoke weed. Honestly, he probably smoked weed. But
I don't,
You will never
but-
get convicted because you will never get stopped on traffic.
So
That's why.
can we agree that it would be good to decriminalize marijuana? So
No, it would be good if police stop you too.
so it should be illegal for everyone?
No, we should stop. It's racist profiling. If he thinks it's funny, he's laughing about it.
No, I'm trying to find an agreement, place to agreement with you.
Listen, we will never agree with each other. My knowledge is way above yours. I'm sorry.
What's really is that so? Okay. Well then we're
You
not.
don't even know what a systematic oppression is.
So your knowledge is way above mine. Okay.
what is
Okay.
systematic
What was your
oppression?
SAT score?
That doesn't even matter.
You know, if you want to talk about knowledge, what was your SAT score? You know.
Let me tell you something. This is not about books. This is about life.
You're doing your same shit. I can take your job when I get older. So what's
No, you
up?
couldn't. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
What's
No, you couldn't.
What
job are you going for?
What's your major? I'm finance with a minor in Spanish. What's up, boo?
Political
What's
science.
up? I don't give a fuck. I'll take that job too.
law.
What's up?
You gonna be a
You
lawyer?
smell like Bahamas right now. You smell like beer. You
probably
look
been
like
drinking
you're
all
You're just not making arguments. You're insulting us.
I am. Because you're ignorant. You're smart.
Can I just ask you a truthful?
Yeah, because you guys are not making a single argument.
I want to calm this down. And I want to ask a question. When
Okay.
was America great for everyone, for every race? When you say make America
After
great
the
for everyone,
70s.
never great
After the
for every
70s.
You said 1960s earlier.
but listen,
Because you guys there's always racism involved.
Because
Always been
listen,
racism. It's an
ignoring
idea.
it.
Race is an idea, not an
race is a
eugenic.
concept. It's a concept. It's a social construct.
He's talking out his ass.
But I want to hear a solid time when America was great for every race besides white men. I want to hear a time when white men were oppressed.
The Irish. Easy. The Irish. Well, you're making fun of me, but that's when. But that is your opinion.
My
I
whole
mean.
family died in concentration camps.
Listen.
No, but she wanted me to name a time when white people were oppressed, and I just named the time. When the Irish came over, they were mistreated.
That's what they were being oppressed by. You.
I'm part Irish. My
know
predominant
Jews?
white heritage is Irish. So, you want to see my DNA test?
Hey, whatever. But when people see you on the street, they see white. When cop pull you up,
So the
they
facts
see
don't
white.
matter. The facts don't matter then. So the facts don't matter.
Can I ask you guys a question? Terrorists in America.
ISIS.
White Christian males. 80%
Not-
of terrorism.
not-
Oh, it's not. I will pull that.
She's gonna pull it up on Wikipedia or something.
White men are the biggest terrorists known to America.
Right,
You guys have
yeah.
created slavery.
Yes.
Mass
Why are you making
genocide.
this about
You know who created slavery? The Arabs. The Arabs started the slave trade.
It's called that race
The,
crazy.
the Arab slave trade was going on for hundreds of years before the white slave trade.
Talking about when
No,
Trump
look,
first started,
the-
he said,
Come on, nobody did slavery
when
like white people.
Trump,
Actually-
Nobody was as cruel in slavery.
Factually-
as white
factually
people.
untrue.
Factually,
There were-
I'm a CES major. I study these histories.
That's not helping your argument.
Yeah, can you come in here? Come in here. Come in here. Come in here. Come in.
No, Trump was not.
What made him not? When was he not elected?
Oblivious. You're on a bicycle and you're oblivious. You're
Electoral. What are you talking about? Wait a minute.
What do you think we're here for?
Trump.
We're here to make a change, and people like you
Change?
are the reason there's still a problem.
Listen,
People
I'm
like
against
you.
political
People
correctness.
like you.
No, people like you with
like
your
you.
political correctness
Know your
agenda.
history.
Political
Know your
correctness.
history.
You know
Know
what?
your
Political
history.
correctness
You
is
know how long it
un-American.
took for
Why you
women-
think? You know why Trump couldn't
You
get
know how
anyone to his
Trump-
inauguration?
Come
Because
on.
of the McCarthyism Hollywood that was going to stigmatize somebody for supporting Trump. This is the United States of America. You could support Trump and still be without ostracizing. You want to ostracize someone and then you're going to turn around and make life difficult for them? That's a political correctness is a disease.
I feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for you because Planned Parenthood is a racist system. Margaret Sanger was a Planned Parenthood. You know what? Margaret Sanger thought very low of black people. She thought they were ignorant and they shouldn't exist and reproduce. And you know what Planned Parenthood is about? Planned Parenthood is to sterilize black people.
You cannot put down
You
one
should be against
company.
Planned Parenthood. We shouldn't be funding any type of for Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a joke. And anyone that doesn't know their history, know your history about Margaret Sanger, the beginning of Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is the most racist organization. Know your history before you start supporting some. Okay?
You see that? You try
What? That's why I'm not a woman. I'm a man, a straight man. I'm a man, a straight man. You know your history about Planned Parenthood. Do you know about Planned Parenthood?
Tell me about Planned Parenthood.
Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger, the whole reason for Planned Parenthood was to sterilize black people so they wouldn't reproduce.
There's people it's helping. There are people it's helping.
It changed with the rest of the
Yeah,
world.
okay, so Trump is not a racist. Trump is not
Donald Trump, the moment he learns two words. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
You can't speak
Sorry
those
to
words.
who? What? People that don't support him?
Everybody in the world that he's offended.
People that don't support him? I'm not offended by Trump. And half the country is not offended by Trump. So what about them? What about them? What about the rest of the country that's not offended by Trump? What about them? Huh? What? Everybody's afraid of you guys. Because if they stand up for Trump, they're deemed a racist and everything, and everybody's terrified. And you got them doing it because of political correctness and all this craziness. This is wrong. This is the United States of America. You don't like, you say he's not your president, then you shouldn't be here. Leave. Many of the those elitist Hollywood people that said they were going to leave, they didn't leave. They're protesting now. You don't like him, you don't want to be here, then leave. This is a free country. What you're doing now, you're going to bring anarchy, and then you know what's going to happen? Martial law. And these freedoms that you're talking about now, you're going to lose them. And then you're going to understand what a real situation. You have people in this group who are socialists, who are anti-American and anti-our freedom, and they're latching on your different causes, and they're playing on your emotions so that they can get you all riled up, so that you can turn around and continue to do what you're doing and divide the country, and then bring about chaos and anarchy so that they can bring martial law. That's what's really going on. Open your eyes and use your head. That's what's happening. I know for a fact, I've seen these socialists in your group. I've seen them at rallies. They even make signs for you people, and you don't understand what's going on. You have to open your heart. You better be smart. You might have some good causes and everything, but you need to choose your battles. Trump didn't do anything yet. Choose your battles correctly. Use your head. What is Trump doing about education? He just got into office. Huh? Education, not for nothing. I'm going to tell you something right now. Everybody is the controlled media. Education has taught you guys that you're following the controlled media, that whoever they demonize, you just automatically follow. And that's what education does for you, then we need to change it. Because you shouldn't be like that. You should be free thinkers, and you should be able to see right from wrong. You don't, because you're following whoever, someone gets on TV and says, this is so, and then you just follow it. That's not using your head. That's not being smart. People, wake up, be smart. Okay, you want to be logical, you want to be smart, be smart. But don't follow all this nonsense just because you want to be. There's so many people that supported Trump, but they were afraid to openly support him. But you know when they supported him? In the voting booth. And that's what all of you people didn't understand. A lot of people supported Trump, but they were afraid. They're even your friends, but they were afraid to tell you they supported him. And you know what? When they went to the voting booth, they voted for him. And that's where that's where all of you people right now, all of you people are now shocked. Because you couldn't believe that he could be elected, because nobody thought he would have been elected. But guess what? He is elected, and he is our president. And you need to unite behind him now, because you know what? If you continue to do what you're doing, you are going to divide this country. You are going to bring about martial law. You're going to lose your rights. You're going to lose your freedoms. And then your biggest fear, he will be a dictator then.